Some songs don't just play through speakers, they shift the culture. They bend sound, rewrite rules, and leave fingerprints on every generation that follows. Tonight on Vibescure, we're counting down 15 songs that didn't just top charts, they transformed music itself. From basement studios to global movements, from whispered confessions to anthems of rebellion. These records changed how music was written, recorded, and felt forever. Lean back. Let the story breathe. This is history, in vibration form. Number 15, More Than a Feeling by Boston. It opens like déjà vu, a harmony floating before the beat even decides to exist. Then the guitars arrive, not loose, not reckless, but stacked with intention, each layer locked into place like steel beams hidden behind velvet. What made this song different wasn't volume, it was control. Every note felt measured, polished, intentional. Hard rock had been loud before, emotional before, even epic before, but rarely this precise. The song doesn't rush toward the chorus, it builds trust with the listener until the release feels earned. At its core, it's about memory, not the facts of the past, but the feeling of it. And that's why it never ages. It doesn't live in 1976. It lives in recall, in that moment when sound unlocks something you didn't know you were holding on to. Number 14, I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. There's nothing complicated here, and that's the miracle. A melody that smiles. A rhythm that bounces instead of pushes. Two voices leaning into each other like they're sharing a secret with the world listening in. At a time when pop music still kept emotion at arm's length, this song closed the distance. It didn't hide desire behind metaphor. It didn't posture. It simply reached out and said, "This matters to me." That sincerity was the shockwave, not the haircuts, not the accents, the feeling. Music suddenly felt personal, approachable, human. And once that door opened, popular music never went back to pretending it was untouchable. Number 13, Be My Baby by the Ronettes. The drums land like fate. Boom, ba-boom. A rhythm so confident it feels like gravity. Around it, sound gathers, strings, percussion, echo, until the song feels larger than the room it's playing in. She isn't shrinking herself to be chosen. She's stating what she wants and trusting the music to hold her there. This record taught pop how to feel cinematic. Not flashy, emotional. It showed that vulnerability didn't have to sound small and that desire could be framed as strength. Number 12, Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan. Nothing about this song asks for approval. The length is confrontational. The lyrics are sharp enough to sting. The delivery sounds like someone who already knows how the conversation ends. The organ drifts in sideways, the snare keeps walking forward, and Dylan doesn't sing to you, he sings at you. The chorus doesn't resolve, it interrogates. What happens when status disappears? When comfort evaporates? When you're forced to stand without insulation? This song didn't just expand what lyrics could say, it expanded what they were allowed to do. After this, songs could accuse, observe, and refuse neat conclusions, and still belong on the radio.
does it feel?
Number 11, The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel.
Of silence in rest.
This song breathes. It leaves space between words, lets phrases echo, lets quiet linger long enough to feel intentional.
Still remains.
When the electric elements were added, they didn't drown the message, they sharpened it. The contrast between softness and structure made the loneliness inside the song more visible, not less.
The streams I walked along.
It captured something modern before anyone had the language for it. Connection everywhere, understanding nowhere.
When my eyes were stared by the
What made this record last wasn't volume or innovation. It was recognition. People heard themselves in the stillness
people talking.
and silence, once framed this way, became a storytelling tool instead of an absence.
Without speaking, people
Number 10, My Generation by The Who. This song doesn't ask to be understood.
try to put us to death.
It demands space. The bass snarls instead of supporting. The drums punch instead of swing. The vocal stutters not as weakness, but as provocation.
Get around. Talking about my generation.
A refusal to smooth things out for comfort. The famous line isn't a wish, it's a rejection. A refusal to inherit a world without questioning it.
Don't try this.
Rock music had flirted with rebellion before, but here it sounded fully formed, loud, impatient, and uninterested in compromise. From this moment on, youth culture didn't just exist, it spoke back. Number 9, Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. This song moves like thought itself, non-linear, emotional, intuitive. Sections appear, disappear, reappear transformed. Nothing settles long enough to become predictable. Recorded in fragments and assembled with instinct, it treated the studio as an instrument and time as flexible. Sound became something you could rearrange to chase feeling instead of formula. The result wasn't chaos, it was possibility. Pop music realized it didn't have to choose between experimentation and beauty. It could be both, and still reach the masses. Number 8, A Day in the Life by the Beatles. Two songs orbiting each other until they collide.
A crowd of people stood and stared.
Everyday details dissolving into orchestral disorder. Calm giving way to controlled collapse. This track doesn't tell a story, it observes existence.
The lights had changed.
News headlines, personal moments, boredom, wonder all treated with equal weight.
The English army had just won the war.
The orchestra rises not to decorate, but to overwhelm, mirroring the noise of the modern world pressing in. And then that final chord, held, fading, refusing to let go.
People turned away.
Music stopped being about performance here, it became about experience.
But I just had to look.
Number 5, All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix.
About in the year of 1833, and
The atmosphere is uneasy from the first second. Nothing resolves, everything feels watched. Hendrix layered guitars not for excess, but for pressure. Each line pushes against the next, creating a sense of inevitability. The song doesn't climax, it circles, tightening the grip. This wasn't virtuosity for display. It was storytelling through sound. After this, the electric guitar wasn't just expressive, it was narrative.
there's too much confusion.
Number 3, Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. This song teaches restraint. It asks, "Gimme Shelter" by the Rolling Stones. The fear is immediate, the guitars feel like sirens.